Hello, anyone, anywhere, at any time. Welcome back to Some Dude Plays Fire Emblem Three Houses Blue Lions Part 41. This is Zach of SomeDudePlays.com, just some dude who likes to play video games. So we finished off the fishing tournament last time, and did a quest that would let us give Alois a heartfelt letter from another student. So let's do a quick chat with Bernie.
Hi, Professor. Want to know something? Gronder is in the territory of House Burgleys in the Empire. That's right next to my home, the region of House Varley. Oh, no. What if my parents come to watch?
Always worried about them, especially your father, but the answer for this one is I don't think nobles are allowed to watch.
Really? Are you sure? You wouldn't say that if you weren't completely sure, right?
That tone. Yeah. But yeah, I should have her recruit soon. She's at her B sport. That person.
Let me see.
Mental, and let's talk to this guy.
Having a fishing tournament before the Battle of the Eagle and Lion. At first I couldn't figure out what they were thinking. But the fish are especially tasty this time of year, so I don't question it anymore. Have you had any, Professor? You'd better eat up before it's all gone.
Yeah, don't worry. I'll be heading on to the dining halls pretty soon. Need the experience for more activity points and battle points. So let's head over here. These saltwater fish. There's really nothing much to do. Except to talk to a couple of characters like Dorothea.
The Battle of the Eagle and Lion is coming up soon. Feeling confident?
And for this one, answer number one, Barry.
That's the spirit.
Yeah, some of the places I say to choose two, but that's wrong. You need number one there.
Gronder Field is in the Empire, right? I wonder how we'll get there. I thought I heard that there's no path that goes straight from the monastery to the Empire. Oh, perhaps we'll travel through Alliance territory. Yes, I see. From the east, we would go... there. Ah, yes, that must be it.
Annette always inquisitive and planning out the routes. So we'll chat with Marianne, then move to Claude.
Well, excuse me, Professor. Do you think it would reflect poorly on me if I chose not to take part in the Battle of the Eagle and Lion?
Don't you want to participate?
Well, I don't really want to leave the monastery. I'm not very confident, but I'll try my best.
And there you go. Now, chat with Claude.
Going all the way to the Empire for a mock battle? This is serious business, and there's a reward to be had as well. I'd really like to win this thing.
Yep. Okay, so we're just going to go from the north down for the reception hall. There's an item I'd like to grab and a character to talk to. So right here, this item is for Petra. The small tan skill, let's... Storehouse, I'll find it here. There you go. So the small tanned hide is for Petra.
I'm just absolutely exhausted. I swear to you, Professor, every month we're worked harder than the month before. I had imagined the Academy as a chance to possibly relax before our lives began in earnest.
It is what it is.
That's the Church of Seros for you. What is it they say? Those with power are obliged to use it.
Okay. And instead of just heading straight south, where I'll kind of exit to the west, the east here. Hoping to find a random feather from Pegasus or Owl, right? Because owl feathers are useful as gift items, but we'll hit the night hall next.
Yep.
Plane's alright.
Hey!
So we'll chat with Dedu first.
Ever since the tournament,
The kitchen is completely overtaken with fish. The cooks cannot keep up.
Okay,
What the?
that was done quickly.
After all, the ladies love nothing more than a winner. And around here, there's no bigger game.
I'm sure they do.
I knew you'd understand, Professor.
Yeah, Sylvain always thinking about the ladies.
The Battle of the Eagle and Lion. Its name comes from the war in which the kingdom won its independence from the Empire. It's imperative that we fight our best. We must live up to the legacy of the King of Lions.
Yeah, good answer, Dimitri, good answer. So now we'll talk to this knight for a battle quest. New quest?
I need a favor.
The Knights of the Holy Kingdom of Fergus are seeking someone to train with. Kingdom Knights are certainly tough, but I bet you can keep up. Practice battle maneuvers with the Knights of the Holy Kingdom of Fergus in the best of the best. There you go, new quest.
Hey! The Death Knight's true identity. Personally, I don't think it could be Yaritza. He taught me swordsmanship. He said I had talent and the potential to get pretty strong. He was a little scary, of course. But it's hard for me to believe he's a bad person.
Yeah, it's kind of hit and miss there. So we just have to have a chat with Thomas before we head to the central area here. Because I have a bunch of items to grab.
When you feel that first refreshing breeze upon your face, you know it is almost time for the Battle of the Eagle and Lion. Gronder Field is within the Empire, but the path there from the monastery necessitates passing through Alliance territory. Fodlan's biggest river, the Aramid River, flows along the border between the Empire and the Alliance. You will have to cross one of the largest bridges upon that river, the Great Bridge of Murden.
Yeah, that bridge sounds like a good ambush point. Quickly head over here because there is always, most of the time, there's an item on this barrel over here or in this area. More heron bait, great. Now it's time to snatch up a bunch of our amiibo items. I believe I forgot to do that on my last exploration date. But it's really nice for kind of getting ahead of things. And then over here there should be, yep, 2 items. Gotcha. Okay. Now I'm gonna... Well, I still have the marketplace and dining hall to do now, along with the reception hall. But I'll do our dormitory and talk to Felix, and then I'll finish up floor 2 where the library is. Yeah, he's all the way back here. And it... Oh, looks like he's in... But yeah. Once I'm done this part, I'll take a quick look to see if I can find some extra books and stuff like that.
Since we were little, Ingrid's always gotten this odd look in her eye when someone brings up food.
Yep. Yeah, so I really have no need to give any of my characters their lost items, but we'll finish up here, and then, like I said, marketplace, reception hall, and dining room. And they still haven't added more books. Who knows, they might just be for different chapters, never know. Yeah, it's always a good thing to kind of check everything for extra items. I'd wish we could get into that back room there, but can't get in there yet. And nothing here, but at least all the different knight armors here actually look quite nice.
Really?
Okay. Folder outside, yep. So time to talk to Hanuman.
I don't know if you've heard, but Flame is very special. Her blood carries a rare crest. Oh, the lengths to which she could advance my research, if only I were able to study her. If only it weren't for Seteth's strict orders. He protects his sister with unusual zeal.
You really should give up, Panaman. Seteth won't let her out of her sight, especially with what happened
I dislike it.
in the last
But
episode.
I agree. The time I would spend begging him and accomplishing nothing would be better spent on other research.
Yeah, good choice, but I meant to say the other
I don't know if you... Oh, the...
lost items. I do have a lost item for him. Don't think I've given it to him back. Do I have the sketch of the sigil? Okay. Hammer and chisel. There you go, got it.
I can't believe I left this behind. Oh, thank you so much for retrieving it.
There you go, I gave one of the person their items. Now time to talk to Manuela.
I always thought I was pretty good, you know? Then I'd go and get stabbed. Oh. But my opponent was the Death Knight, so I figure I did pretty well to only get stabbed. I wonder if it's true that he is actually Yuritsa. Whoever he is, I'm going to make him pay. It turns out that when I get stabbed, I get really mad.
And I'll help you get revenge.
I'm not going to let him get the better of me again.
Yeah. And look at that. And well, they have a doll that's atomically correct. Wow. Stuck something right in the forehead there. She must be pissed. Okay, now time to talk to Geralt.
How are preparations for the Battle of the Eagle and Lion going? Fishing? Taking it easy, are you? The recent happenings at the monastery. There is something going on behind the scenes here. I've been commissioned to investigate as well. As I've already mentioned, this month I'm off to the kingdom. You be on your guard, okay?
Yeah. And for this one, we choose number 1.
Well, I hope you're...
You know what? I'll double check on that, and if I'm wrong, then I'll show everyone the right way. So, we'll see how it goes, but yeah, I have to talk to Seteth again. Interesting.
I hear that you participated in the fishing tournament. I
Whoops,
appreciate you
hit my
taking the
mic
time.
Okay. Oh, and there's a place for a support conversation. Bonus. Okay, so we have an item here. Fun snail. This item right here, the bundle of dry hemp, is for Shamir. I'll probably pick up all the items I want from the merchants later, but 3 more things to pick up. Yay! Hahaha!
Pardon me.
Greetings, Professor. Nothing to report. Young Monica disappeared last year. I thought she had simply run along home, but it turns out she was kidnapped. I can't believe it. How awful it must have been for the poor thing. They say her personality has completely changed, but at least she seems more cheerful than before. Grateful to be alive, perhaps?
Something is very wrong. People don't just disappear for that amount of time and come back more cheerful.
Do you have time for a request?
Banish the Bandits. A knight has obtained information about bandits that have been showing up of late. Head out to the village and deal with the bandits. Some bandits are making trouble in a nearby village. Normally we would assist, but right now we have our hands full with this Lord Lenato business. So many to help, so little time. What do we do? Accept. Yep. So this item right here, the Jousting Almanac, is for Ingrid. Now let's have a chat with
I received a
Lawrence
rare
here.
letter from my father recently. He said that he is praying for the Golden Deer House to emerge victorious. Insistently praying. My father attended the Officers' Academy and won a glorious victory in the Battle of the Eagle and Lion. I think he is quite proud of that, even to this day. I suppose that shows how great an honor it truly is.
Yep, so then, and there's Ferdinand here.
You know, the Empire used to control all of Fodlan. But after the Civil War, the northern region split off and became the Kingdom. Later, the eastern part of the Kingdom seceded to become the Alliance. There are 3 powers today, but 1,000 years ago, we were all united as one. Even now, among the nobles of the Empire, there are some who dream of reunifying Fodlan.
It could happen, but not in the way you think. But sometimes diversity is much better than everything being the same, so this black iron spur here is Felix, is a lost item for Felix. Oh, see what they say. She's doing okay for being stabbed. And the burlap sack of rocks is for Raphael, so now we've traveled and talked to everyone, but let's see, support. Okay, so I have a Catherine support and a Hanneman support. Nice. So let's do some dining. Day special. I was going to do Catherine. Oh, not this one. Do Dimitri and Mercedes. Or I can do someone else from another house. You always want to try to do with the people who have the blue marks here because they get a bonus. Especially if they're low on motivation like this.
This is my absolute favorite. How did you know, Professor?
Oh, this takes me back. I used to love this when I was a child.
There we go. And got some good experience there. Let's go to the head chef. And let's go with Bernie. King of Beast. Fuck. Let's do Swiftfish.
Sounds fun. Let me show you my cooking talent.
That devious look there. But at least she enjoys it.
Spice and hey, no peeking.
Yeah. There you go. Get a pretty decent amount of experience there. Oh, I'll head to the cathedral here. I have a couple of things to do. Now let's talk to the choir. Who do I do? Well, let's do Dorothea and Annette.
Oh, singing is...
There you go. And let's talk to the counselor. Like always, I'm going to say before I jump in, I have as many worries as anyone else, but I must always feign dauntless. It can be rather taxing at times. Find time to relax every now and then. I answered this before, so I'm glad I got it. So now to save one more time and continue on. Yes, I usually enjoy sweets, but the traditional cakes from Menbar are a bit too much for my taste. How could those have possibly become a traditional dessert? The sweet smell draws people in. Oh well, I'm just gonna go on to the next. There is a person with whom I do not get along. Childish as it may sound, we always end up quarreling. Is there nothing I can do to remedy this? You could always just distance yourself from them. Let's try number 2. Oh! Bonus! That worked! Yes! Haha! I took a shot in the dark and it worked. But yeah, let's talk to Mercedes.
Oh, I'm so sorry. I was lost in thought.
You seem a bit down.
It's very kind of you to be concerned, but I promise that I'm fine. I was just thinking, the Death Knight's true identity, could it actually be Professor Yuritsa?
Well, he could have easily been replaced, so... Yeah, so let's get these two talkative people over here.
Oh, hi, Professor. Have you heard the rumor about the Goddess Tower? Well, there's an annual ball here the month after next, during the ethereal moon. They say if a boy and a girl wish for something together at the Goddess Tower on that night, the goddess herself will grant it. I don't know where the rumor started, but it's a great story, isn't it?
Kind of. Oh, I'll run around here. Always good to do a quick check for any lost items. Or even just anything we can pick up, like owl feathers. And then, yeah, I like how every now and then you can see wyvern riders and Pegasy riders. So, chilly. And let's just talk to this monk here.
Hello there! After the Battle of the Eagle and Lion, a prize is awarded to the winner by the Archbishop herself. It's a three-way battle, so you can't waste too much time just observing. You have to jump right in there. You have to be proactive and defeat the most opponents. Do that, and it's quite possible the Archbishop will recognize how strong you are. Ah, great memories. I was a student here many years ago. I know what I speak of.
Yep, so many of them offering their advice. Okay, so... Where's this? Oh, another support with Dimitri. Yeah, nice. Next episode is going to be nothing but supports kind of thing. Support, so... I'm going to warp to the dining hall. And we're going to do a couple more dinners. Menu... There you go, I want this one for Catherine and Shamir.
It's too rare that we get a chance to kick back and stuff our faces. Come on, Shamir, time to gorge.
I apologize for my partner, Professor.
Yeah. There you go. Almost. Let's hope this one gives me the experience I need. Now, let's see. You know what? Let's try to get Petra and Lysithea.
I would be liking that greatly. Eating delicious food really takes my worries away.
There you go. Okay, and we're done. So, I didn't actually get everything I wanted, but I got an extra 2 supports. And yeah, that's nice. So, oh,
Professor.
Yes, we'll do it now.
Thank you for your help the other day, Professor. Please, allow me to express my gratitude by taking you to dinner.
I would be delighted.
Fantastic. Please think about what you'd like to eat. After all, such magnificent guidance must work up quite an appetite. I've studied swordsmanship for some time, but your mercenary skills are something else entirely. Speaking of which, there's another question I must ask you. Were you reconciled with the reality of battle from your first foray? With the killing part, I mean?
I hadn't the luxury. No, it's never easy.
I see.
And you?
No. I do not carry that burden well. I doubt that will change, no matter how many years come and go. The first time I led on the battlefield, I was sent to quell a rebellion in the west. It was not a difficult fight. The enemy was not well trained and their morale was low. A swing of the lance and your opponent falls. A flash of your blade and a path opens up. That's the sort of battle it was. Easy.
I don't think so. It's probably more difficult than he lets on. What caused the rebellion?
The noble family from that area sought to seize the throne after my father's untimely death. The leader of the rebel army was defeated and the rebellion quelled. This was at the height of the post-war period. I recall coming across a dead soldier's body. He was clutching a locket, and inside was a lock of golden hair. I don't know to whom it belonged. His wife? His daughter? Mother? Lover? I'll never know. He was a soldier, an enemy, someone we had cut down without hesitation. But in that moment, I realized he was also a real person, just like the rest of us.
Yeah, the hardest part about being a soldier, realizing your enemies are just as human as you are. Even though your training does the most to get you out of that mindset. So it's always hard when you realize it.
Of course, we cannot stand idly by and allow anyone to commit senseless acts of violence. Yet, in dispensing what we call justice, we take the lives of cherished family members. Beloved friends. Killing is part of the job, but even so, there are times when I'm chilled to the bone by the depravity of my own actions.
I felt the same way.
That you feel the same way is more comforting than you could know. Professor, may I speak freely? When we first met, I thought of you as someone who felt no strong feelings about killing your enemies. I could never trust someone who kills without batting an eye. My heart won't allow it. But after speaking with you and getting to know you better, I can see you're not like that. Now I know, with all my heart, that I can trust you. Thank you for that.
Hey, there you go. We finished B support with Dimitri. And then we have 2 Cs to go. And so, next episode, what I'll do is I'll do some fishing to get my next level up. And I'll double check on that conversation with Gerald. If I'm wrong, I'll show everyone the right one. So other than that, this is Zach of SomeDudePlays.com saying please like, subscribe, comment, hit the notification bell, visit SomeDudePlays.com. Other than that, I will see you all next time. Goodbye.